Everyone, today Jesus is arrested. After he said these things, Jesus went out with his disciples and crossed to the other side of the Kidron Valley. He and his disciples entered the garden there. Judas, his betrayer, also knew the place because Jesus often gathered there with his disciples. Judas brought a company of soldiers and some guards from the chief priests and Pharisees. They came there carrying lanterns, torches, and weapons. Jesus knew everything that was to happen to him, so he went out and asked, "Who are you looking for?" They answered, "Jesus of Nazareth." He said to them, "I am." Judas, his betrayer, was standing with them. When he said, "I am," they shrank back and fell to the ground. He asked them again, "Who are you looking for?" They said, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus answered, "I told you I am. If you're looking for me, then let these people go." This was so the word he had spoken might be fulfilled. "I didn't lose any one of those whom you gave me." Then Simon Peter, who had a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's servant, cutting off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. Jesus told Peter, "Put your sword away. Am I not to drink the cup the Father has given me?" So in this scene, who's in control here? Is it the Roman soldiers? The word John uses is a cohort, which actually technically means 600, which I doubt is actually the case. Is it the religious guards that come from the chief priests? Is it Judas, the betrayer, who seems to have set all this up? No. John is clear. Jesus is in charge through all of this. Nothing happens to him unless Jesus allows it. He knows what's going on, and he's participating in it. I think of a scene, if you remember the movie Man of Steel, one of the recent Superman movies. There's a scene where they arrest Superman and he's like being taken away wearing handcuffs. It's like he could break out of those at any second. He's only there because he chooses to be. And it's the same for Jesus. This is not going against his will. We're seeing who Jesus truly is here. When he says, "I am," that's a very clear reference to the name of God, going back to Exodus 3, right? It's showing this divine power so much that people fall back. All this shows that Jesus doesn't need us to fight for him. That's what Peter thinks, but he's wrong. We don't need to either use swords or words. There's no weapons that we need to use on behalf of Jesus, because those things aren't redemptive. Jesus knows that what is redemptive is being willing to drink the cup of suffering, to drink it on behalf of those who are powerless. What we see is that salvation comes through solidarity, and that's what Jesus does. He has the power and authority and control, but he lays it down to be one with those who suffer on behalf of those who do have power.